Let's play some Madden. How's it going, everybody? It's time for another live stream, and I'm going through another off-season today. It's been an interesting last couple of weeks here on my channels. I've gone through many different off-seasons, and okay, the chat's filling up with the lates. I might have been 30 seconds late. Not even. It's still 3:15. I didn't say what seconds it had to be. But I have done 3 Madden off seasons in the past 4 or 5 days. I did my Kalispell off season 2 Sundays ago, and last Sunday I believe was my Twins franchise off season. So, lots of off seasons. I'm kind of ready to just play some games again, and to, in this series of course, sit through some games and see what unfolds. And if you watched last episode, you know that chaos unfolded, especially against the Packers. Jeff Janis was our worst enemy. Alrighty, everybody. How's it going? How's everybody's Sunday going here, July 16th? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Yes, I had to, sometimes I put something somewhat funny down in the comment section or the description. I thought that the Jeff Janis comment was necessary for this time. Just refreshing here, making sure everything is in working order. We will be going through today's off season here shortly. We got the first super chat of the day. Wow, we could not capitalize after 8-8 won the division. How did you get the name from, let me make sure I get this correct, refreshing this, Jarrett Still Prays. How did you get the name? How did I get the name MrHurriicane? Well, back in high school, when I played high school baseball, a couple of my teammates, or one in particular, had described my running style as like a hurricane because it was fast and reckless. I was kind of reckless. And I had some decent speed at the time too. So I just kind of rolled with that. I liked the name Hurricane, and I'm not really sure exactly how it all unfolded, but here we are. From 27 Super Yankees, embrace the late meme, Kane. Also, get ready. Bartolo Colon is starting Tuesday versus the Yankees. Watch the Twins forego the DH for that game so he can hit. That would be pretty insane if they did that. But I'll be watching. I'll be watching for sure. I watched the Twins game the other night. Watched Barrios have a really tough start. Did not watch today. I was working on the top 10 video for the Chargers series, and I just couldn't multitask during it very easily. I gotta do some upgrading here while we let the stream fill up. So let me go to Improved Team or the player, XP. Don't worry, Kane, I'm a Cardinals fan. I know how stressful playing Jeff Janis can be. Yeah, well, you had Larry Fitzgerald bail you out. I had nobody. We just took the L. It was overtime. That's all we could do. Not sure how much longer we'll have DeAndre Levy, but for the meantime, he should still be pretty effective for us, as we'll get a few of those upgraded. Yeah, Mike Daniels did mention me on Twitter. I quote tweeted some tweets saying like favorite player on, or yeah, your favorite player on your least favorite team, and I said it was Mike Daniels, and I went into why, and then he tweeted at me a couple times. Just got a super chat from Not Hashiman Hikagaya. Saw your convo with Mike Daniels today. Is he officially sponsoring you now? A Vikings fan being sponsored by a Packer? What a world. No, there's no sponsorship. We tweeted back and forth a couple times. Pretty brief stuff. And I told him to be nice to Sam and Teddy. He told me he was. So maybe he's been holding back this whole time. It was a fun little exchange, though. He's a funny guy, though. I've watched some videos of him off the field, and he seems like a really cool dude. Even if he plays for the green team. Who knows? Brett Favre came to Minnesota. Greg Jennings came to Minnesota. Many others along the way. Maybe Mike Daniels in the future. I have no idea. We're going to get both these for Ashawn. And then I'll also upgrade his awareness further. What are the XP sliders looking like? I can show everybody here in a moment. I'm just going through some upgrades right now. It's T-Dogs, though, from Operation Sports. So we're just going to be rolling with that. It seems to be the most popular one in the Madden community. Tahir Whitehead, 28 years old. Have a little bit of time here. Started following your page about a week ago. Great stuff. Yeah, thank you, old school. There's a lot of good stuff that's over a week old, for sure. Although some of the really old stuff, I don't like as much anymore. I've definitely gotten better over the years. I still like a lot of my old content, but it's not as easy to watch as some of the new stuff. Here we go. Marvin Jones at 28 years old, 85 overall. That's really strong overall, and we'll get the ratings pretty solid here. Mid-80s, low 90s for many of the key ones. Yeah, I'll have to get play rec up for some of these players too. Nevin Lawson still sticking around here. I mean, a 79 overall corner in Madden is actually pretty valuable, especially considering you need at least 3 that can play. So, Lawson actually has very good play rec. I'll upgrade his man and zone and awareness. And there's Jordan McMillian, our tackle draft pick from last year. We'll get his awareness up for sure. Let's get that into the 70s. Big time boost here for McMillian. And I'll save the rest so I can upgrade pass block a little bit later. You should replay Blitz the League too. I thought about it. It's been like 3 or 4 years now, so getting to be about that time where I've been thinking about replaying it. I know on my own, I replayed The Last of Us like a month or 2 ago. I had never played it outside of my Let's Play, so I wanted to actually sit down and get to explore a little bit more, and played through it again. Had a good time. Want to play the Left Behind expansion still. Here we go, Golden Tate. Who is your favorite MLB player of all time? That would be Torrey Hunter. He was my favorite twin growing up. I loved his play style. He was such an exciting defender. And I really enjoyed Torrey Hunter as a twin. And him coming back to Minnesota a couple years ago was awesome. Loved his defense. I've seen that question now a couple times. What my favorite MLB player? Yeah, it's always been a twin, but it went from Torrey Hunter to Johan Santana, Carlos Gomez. But overall, I'd have to say it's definitely Torrey. Eric Ebron's an 88 overall. So we have 3 85 overall plus pass catchers. Now we have AJ Wilbur, who saved us a couple times last episode. And we're going to get him some nice boosts here. Get that man cover up to 84. He's going to get to, can we get to 80? Not quite, but we're close. Yeah, Hunter is calling some games. He was on the broadcast a couple nights ago. One thing I've really enjoyed this year that I've really noticed getting back into baseball is that like the broadcast can be really interesting when the right people are in the booth, because baseball is so conversational. So when you get guys that have stories and knowledge, it's really interesting compared to football, where I think you're just moving along too quickly to really dive deep into anything meaningful, where in baseball you can slow down and really have a conversation. So I really enjoyed just watching baseball broadcasts this year. Still no haircut. No, I'm due. I'm certainly due. I bet you it happens this week. And we have Josh Gordon on the team. I forgot about that. 83 overall for him. Any news about the road to glory? Not quite yet. Deshaun McDuffie here, injured, by the way, despite 97 injury. I will still be doing one. I'm just not quite ready to start it quite yet with the Madden series still going on my second channel and getting kind of resurged with the changes that have gone on. So McDuffie's not going to come back till like around mid-season next year, and that really sucks. So it's going to be the Theo Riddick show as long as he's not like a free agent or something. I haven't taken a deep look at our free agents yet. Just wanted to take care of upgrading here. Most of the key ones anyway, while the stream fills up. Get rid of Stafford. He isn't producing. He had a pretty productive year, actually. Didn't start well, and if it did, we'd probably end up in the playoffs. But he had good numbers. And Zeke. Or Ziggy, not Zeke. Well, I guess I could call him Zeke, but everybody calls him Ziggy. Oh, use that haircut from the Chargers off season. Yeah, I need to get a haircut really bad. All right, staff. Let's get that short accuracy up one. He's an 85 overall at age 30. So do we stick with Matt Stafford, or do we try and start over at the quarterback position? Never a fun or easy thing to do. Demontre Moore had a nice year for us, developing at age 25. I think that's all I wanted to go with for now. Not many big ones left. I mean, Tavon Wilson's 28. Williams here. I think he's on a rookie contract or something. I forget exactly. I'll upgrade him, though. All right, that's enough for now. I think we're ready to get to the off season. Is this your full-time job, or do you do anything else? YouTube is what I do full-time. All right, so we're going through. First of all, I have to re-sign staff. I'm not sure all what's expiring. Oh, pretty much everything, it looks like. Jim Caldwell. We'll try to get him to stick around. We'll just make offers to all three. Don't want to mess around there too much. I like where things are at. And we'll sim through the postseason, see how things end up for our Lions, and then we'll be on to the offseason. I think a lot of you want me to draft a quarterback. It would be a lot cheaper. It certainly would. But would it be the right thing for us to do? Stafford's already 30, so that makes me very nervous. He's going to have like 80 throw power in a couple of years at that rate. You know, the regression does need to be tuned for the future games in the series. I don't like how 29 is the automatic step down for everybody. I like how 2K does it. Blackjack has told me about it, where players have like a prime and then they have a certain window when their prime ends. And I would like to see that be reflected, and not every 29-year-old is now losing value every year. Because that's not always the case. Oftentimes it is. But obviously I don't like when we have one system for everything. It doesn't make sense. So in the playoffs, we had the Vikings go out in the first round. They lose to Atlanta, Jacksonville over New England. The Rams defeat Washington, and Baltimore beats Houston. Then LA wins, KC over Jacksonville, Philadelphia over Atlanta, and Baltimore wins again. So we have the final 4 teams left, and we'll sim to the Pro Bowl, see if anybody made it. Nice little XP boost for us. Hey, we got Wiza in here. How's it going, Wiza? Oops, better not sim past this already. Just got here. Why is it all Jeff Janis' fault? Well, if you watched the last episode, you would have seen the overtime game against the Packers. And Jeff Janis, he wanted that game to be over. He got them, 30, 40 yards away. And then split our safeties down the middle, got behind the cover 2 middle linebacker, wasn't played well by Tahir Whitehead. That bugged me, and it did not end well for us. We could have had a lot worse season had A.J. Wilbur not been clutch late in games. He saved 2 games at the end in last episode alone. So as far as Pro Bowlers go, we're looking pretty empty. Darius Slay made it. So Darius Slay was our only Pro Bowler. I'm surviving, but I'm going to need you to trade for Teddy. Trade for Teddy. What is Teddy doing these days? I know in my Vikings series, he's with the Chargers right now, taking over for Phillip Rivers. Teddy Bridgewater backing up Sam. I'm not even sure which one's starting. They're both 82s. Bradford's about to regress. All right, Super Bowl time. Draft Andy McKenzie. We could use him for sure. We got scouting to do now, and then it's Chiefs and Eagles in the Super Bowl. Interesting. The Andy Reid Bowl, as they call it. So let's get a little refreshed here as far as the draft board goes. Here is the watch list. Apparently I have added enough players. We have 40 on here right now. Christian Rutherford, 3-4 pass rusher here, probably way off the board before we pick. Colton Couch here, good pass blocker. That's always exciting to see. Jaron Wooten, pass rusher with good run-stopping ability. Not sure about the pass rush. Omari Muhammad, don't need wide receivers, but still fun to find them out. You missed Henry and Hayward. They made it to the Pro Bowl. Wrong franchise. That's my Chargers. Lambeau made it too for the NFC, oddly enough. Dimitri McGill, very good power moves and block shedding, but again, early prospect, probably off the board before we select. I found some prospects that are likely not going to be anywhere close to our spot in the draft. If we end up going quarterback, we have at least one option here. Jared Peely. I don't know. Richard Abrams, interesting tight end until he runs a 4.76. Kendall Mincey. We could get a middle linebacker. We got to find that replacement for DeAndre Levy is kind of like that leader in the middle of the defense, that impact linebacker. And I think I have a few options for that. DeJuan Glenn here might be a good pick for us, defensive lineman. So as far as quarterback goes, we only have one on the watch list right now, and he's the only first-round option. So replacing Stafford this year would be expert difficulty level. It would not go well for us. He's the only draft pick that could do it. I like Stafford. You know what is most likely to happen right now? Probably franchise tag Stafford, because I don't want to give him a long-term contract, but I also don't want to start over with some bum. So I like to get Stafford to stick around if I can't get like an impact rookie, and I just don't feel confident in getting Jared Peely. But there are just too many undraftable quarterbacks in this class. There's only one draftable quarterback. That's ridiculous. So why don't we just take a little refreshing look at the roster? I want to make sure I know our needs, and I'm scouting enough of those. So quarterback, I'd still like to bring in a quarterback this offseason. I don't know who, though. Running back. Deshaun McDuffie suffered an Achilles injury. He's out for a long time into next year. So we've got to figure out if Riddick can hold it down in the meantime, or if Abdullah's going to do it. Not going to draft a running back high, though. Oh, take that middle linebacker you missed in the Chargers. If you saw the edited offseason video today, I compared him to Luke Kuechly. He's super rangy, very good against the run, plus you have coverage ability, great athlete. Maybe he's better than Luke Kuechly as a prospect. We're fine at receiver. We're fine with Eric Ebron. I like our offensive line right now. Pass rushers, interior, edge, middle linebacker. So I can basically address defense primarily. Safety, edge rusher, D-line. That's what I can kind of focus on right now. Don't have to do a lot on the offensive side if we franchise tag Stafford. Mid-July, and there's still no news on Madden 18. Yeah, we are late in the cycle to be not getting developer diaries yet, which is weird. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if they just want to like completely jam-pack the few weeks leading up to with news, but they've never done that in the past. And impressions from the EA Play from a lot of YouTubers that posted videos, they said that it was fun and whatnot, but we haven't really seen anything, so I don't know. You have no depth. Yeah, I need to get some depth. That was the main reason why I picked the Chargers for my main franchise, because I looked at the roster, I'm like, this team is good, but if one guy goes down, or if like the wrong guy goes down, they're done. That Chargers roster had zero depth when I took them over. So I've scouted all the draftable left ends. I'll scout Lamont Lett. Not bad for a 6th. Alright. Might as well finish him off. A 7th rounder. How about a D tackle? I might go first round D tackle. That's not something I normally do. Are you doing an edited off season for the Twins? Yes, it'll be up tomorrow. It's done. It's done now. Okay, B+ power moves. Thank you. All right, I'm out of points. Chiefs and Eagles in the Super Bowl. Let's continue. How do you feel about Cody Kessler? No strong opinion either way, but he was better last year than I expected him to be. I'd like to see more of him, but I also would rather see Deshaun Kaiser. $27 players? All right, let's see what is on the agenda right now. As a lot of retirements are happening, the Eagles just had a ton. I wonder if they all retired after a Super Bowl victory. There are the retirements. Any for the Lions? Who could have retired for us? Nobody did, so I'm not worried about it. T-Sizzle retires. And I'm just... Oh, the Chiefs win it. Okay, Andy Reid defeats the Eagles for a Super Bowl. They've come full circle. Yes, I use XP sliders. You want to take a look at them here? These are the ones from T-Dog on Operation Sports. I'm not sure if these are out of date, but I like the results they give, so those are the XP sliders. Are you going to try to trade for Sonny Gray in the Twins franchise? I think I'll save a trade for like that until we need another arm to help us get somewhere, because Sonny's going to be a free agent in a few years, and it's not the right time to trade for him when we're trying to build. If we're like a piece away or just need that extra man in the rotation, then I'd definitely be interested in a trade. All right, Ebron. You have impressed me in this series. We have 80 mil in cap room. We have funds to burn. I'd like to keep around Ebron. Replacing tight ends in Madden 17 is a nightmare, so I don't want to have to do it. Ebron is sticking around. About 7 mil a year. Ansa's a free agent. Swanson. Lawson. All right, some key ones on here. But as usual, many young players make up the list. Stafford. Likely going to be the franchise tag. Let me see these. Whoops, I don't want to withdraw anything yet. I want to see the player card. 98 throw power, accuracy, solid. All right, Ansa. 9 mil a year. Man, 84 power moves, and he's going down from here. I don't think we can make this deal right now for Ziggy, which would make pass rusher an even greater need. I'm not sure what money he'll command on the open market, but I'll take my chances here letting him test. Thoughts on Jordan Howard? I think he was one of the steals of last year's draft. I thought that he looked really good last year, and he looked like the kind of runner that can be a 3-down back. And I think he'll have a bright future in Chicago. A lot of times you see some of those bigger backs that aren't all that dynamic get overlooked and then shine because they have the skills that really matter. They have the vision and they have enough burst. You just need enough. You don't need a lot. You don't gotta be Chris Johnson. You need enough though. Just enough. And know how to use your abilities. Travis Swanson, $5 million a year. Yeah, I don't want to worry about replacing him. Can we get some likes in here? We have 534 viewers, 87 likes. Can we get to 200? Is that possible? Nevin Lawson. $6 million a year seems fair. It does seem fair. Still a couple of years he can progress. I'm okay offering this up. Matt Prater wants a 1-year deal. I'm cool with that one. Got a super chat here. Don't want to miss it. From Grizzly079. Listen, I know this is a Madden stream, but I gotta ask why you don't use Showtime batting with Jordan Starks. It doesn't really help me. It throws off my timing, and I end up getting a lot of foul tips off Showtime swings. If I wanted to use Showtime, I'd like to use it for 0-2 counts, just so I don't swing at anything way out of the zone. I could use it there, but as far as just regular at-bats, I don't think Showtime helps me in the show. Alright, we're going to let Tavon Wilson go. He has very low zone coverage. Glover Quinn, very low speed. We got to get new safeties. I tried trading him last year, didn't work out. Whitehead, I still like him, and I think that is a fair offer. Can't replace everybody, especially at once. Rashawn Barlow, we'll let him go. The catching is just too low. Haloti Nada, probably not close to the same player he used to be with the block shedding so low, so I'm going to have to let Haloti go. Zenner needs some help when it comes to replacing Deshaun McDuffie, and I like his ratings. Hunter Blanton at center. Nice developmental player, but wants a little bit more money than I'm willing to give at the moment. I could have franchised Prater, but I can't franchise him and Stafford at the same time. Darrington Burnett. Okay. Here's a safety prospect that is interesting. I think I developed him on the practice squad last year, and that's a fair offer, I think. He can compete for a spot. Matt Moore. What's the short accuracy? 85, 80 throw power. We're going to try to do this again. Oh, he didn't agree? He didn't agree? Okay, well, we'll find a kicker later. Have to find another one. Nick Vigil. Yeah, that's fair. 1 year. Not worried about that. What sliders are you using? In this series, it's just default all-pro because I'm not actually playing the game. It is playing itself, and I think it plays pretty balanced on default all-pro. $175 likes. We're so close to 200. Just 24 more now. Bridgewater or Bradford thoughts? I like Teddy more, but Bradford was good last year. We don't know how Teddy's going to come back from the injury or if he's going to be able to come back. So Bradford until there can be a proper battle to determine what should happen. That's too big. That contract is not going to be working for me. You can always draft a kicker. I could. I never scout kickers. Maybe today that changes. Malcolm Gatewood here. I'd like to keep developing him a little bit. He's only 22 years old. Gotta have some young guns on the team. Dwayne Washington. Not sure if he's practice squad eligible anymore, so I'm gonna let him go. Because I don't think there's an open roster spot for him. Marion Kinney. Exact kind of player I tried developing. Probably shouldn't lowball him too much, though. With Darius Ballard, deep threat, maybe a bit raw. But 22 years old, he is practice squad eligible. So, 1-year offer. Ryan Wynn has better hands. And plus, like that 4th receiver spot is up for grabs. Maxie Horton. Keep developing him a little bit longer. Maybe he replaces somebody. Maybe not. Will Redmond, let him go. I guess I can't even withdraw. He's not even ready to negotiate. He doesn't want to. That doesn't happen very often where players won't even negotiate with you. Unless I tried earlier and it didn't work. It says he's not ready, though, so I don't think so. Just making offers here for the practice squad guys. I would like to see them get true types of contracts for these guys, though, because it's not 1 year and then they're done on the open market. It doesn't happen like that way. Until you have, I think, 3 full accrued seasons, you're a restricted free agent, which means that the team has basically, if you're undrafted, you have exclusive rights free agency. And you're basically tied to that team. If you don't want to play for them, you're done. You're not going anywhere else unless they outright cut you. Restricted free agency, you can place tenders on. I don't know all the rules, but I know some of them. All right. Stafford, we are not going to get this deal done. I have to offer to him just to get to the point where we can offer the tag. So I'll offer a small deal. He doesn't like it. Franchise tag has been placed on Matthew Stafford. Ezekiel Ansah is still an unrestricted free agent. And we will head into the offseason now with a few needs on the defensive side. Over 600 viewers now. Awesome. Let me save here. I want to make sure nothing happens to this file. Yes, I have 1,000,000 files. Why do I have Lions Rebuild and Lions Rebuild 2? Because Lions Rebuild is a broken save. When I try to go into a game, it freezes. 30 million cap room right now. And Drew Brees is open. I already tried that once on my second channel. Did not work out. Have fun, San Diego. Alright. What can we actually do, though? Want to get a pass rusher. Okay, no left ends. Okay, Ziggy's the only option. And if I give him the baseline, that does not give us first place. Okay. How about a D tackle? Where are the good D linemen here, man? What about outside backers? Atachu? 112-point offer. Don't want to mess with that. Alright, so I can't get them in free agency. At safety. Come on. Who are the top free agents? Breeze, Jackson, Alden Smith, Weston Richburg, and Jeremy Hill? Alright, this class is bad. Ooh, we could get Garoppolo to try develop. Jimmy Football has no offers right now. I'm going to try making an offer here. And maybe the post-Matt Stafford era would have a little bit of hope. Adrian Peterson, bring him home to Michigan. Not really home, but we could bring him to Michigan. Imagine that we start the year with Adrian Peterson, and then we wait for Deshaun McDuffie to get healthy. I'll make a 1-year offer on Adrian Peterson. In the ballpark of $3 million. Barry Sanders could sign Adrian Peterson right here. We're fine at receiver. I like our O-line. But the D-lineman, we need some work. I don't like these names very much. Okay, Alan Branch. That's the kind of player that could help us out this year. He could start if need be. He's got great block shedding and strength. Especially for a 33-year-old in Madden 17. I'm talking like $2 million here, Alan. Yeah, Adrian's at 82 overall, but luckily he still has a lot of skills in the mid to high 80s. And it'd still be a good pickup for us. I mean, he's still better than Zach Zenner, for instance. Ooh, we might be able to find a middle linebacker. I'm not sure. Vince Williams. I kind of like these ratings for Vince. He's not going to cover much, but he's got traits, has some skills I like. Are you kidding me with this? If I make this offer, what are the Dolphins offering? C.O. Moore. He's got a lot of traits and whatnot. 84-point offer. Overlook some of these guys, please. I guess we're going to go into the draft with that need. Alan Branch have that old man strength. Yeah, he's got 89 strength and like 87 block shedding still. What's Thomas Davis doing these days? 79 speed. I bet he can cover still. Ooh, that's gone down big time. Sadly. So, defense is basically the objective of this draft. Gotta find a way to get pass rushers, a linebacker, and some safety help. And a super chat here from a Philadelphia fan. We have Sal Kusumano, I think. Hey, Kane, love all the vids and streams. Who is your favorite Eagle of all time? Thanks for the super chat, Sal. Favorite Eagle? Well, I love when Deshaun Jackson was there. He was such an exciting player, and there are so few players that can come through and be as dominant of a deep threat as he's been, as like Randy Moss has been. I think sometimes that gets overlooked. Like, a lot of the deep threats that come through the league are pretty throwaway, and they're in and out before you know it. But Jackson has stuck around for a while, multiple teams, still in high demand as he went to the Buccaneers, so I like D-Jax. If we go back a little bit further, love Brian Westbrook. Just like those balanced running backs that have no weaknesses and they can do a little bit of everything. Like Desante Samuel when he was there. Brian Dawkins. Gotta love Brian Dawkins. Back when we were in the golden age of safeties in the NFL for a while. I feel like anyway, there are a lot of really good safeties I remember growing up. Yeah, then we can go to sim to the next step and see what's still available, if there's anybody cheap we can pick up. Not trying to pay a bunch of money for a pass rusher right now. We got Garoppolo, that's it? We got a backup now. Alrighty, so as far as pass rusher goes, we have Dimitri McGill as an early first rounder. We have, okay, Harvey Drayton isn't going to be a great option. He's undrafted talent. Where was that one I had just found? Was it a D lineman? It was. But we need edge rusher. Dylan Bynes, early prospect. That's a problem for me. Matt Humphreys, middle. Might have to trade up for him. He didn't exactly destroy the combine. And I've already done my homework on the edge rushers. There's nothing new to learn about the draftable ones. So maybe at outside backer, okay. Jimmy Weems. I have interest here. Trade Stafford for the #1 pick and just play Garoppolo. Oh, man. Give me some high combine grades, please. That will not be happening. AJ Anderson looks pretty good. Any safeties in this class? Anybody going to show off some coverage ability? Parker Trout in the 5th round. That's a little bit later. He's a 5th round talent, that is. There's Hushmanzada here. Lawrence Hushmanzada. Always good combine grades at the safety position. Maxi Bear. I got a scout of 7.6. What'd he do, man? 4.42. Destroyed the agility drills, but just doesn't have the skills. How about the kickers? There we go. I just scouted the... Why did I even scout the 3rd trait? That was a waste. I tried checking pass rushing linebackers, but I've already scouted, like, that entire position group. Still have some cap room left. I might regret not paying up for a pass rusher if there is still one available. League signings, Gabe Jackson, Alden Smith, Richburg, Hill, Atachu goes to Miami. Ansah goes to the Bills, getting paid even more. But he's 29. I couldn't do that. If I was going to make a deal, it had to have been for Atachu, but he's getting more than I wanted to pay right now. So that might turn into an even bigger weakness for us, sadly. Oh no. We're getting outbid for Branch. There's still D tackles on the board. Do you think you can fit the next Chargers season before Madden 18 comes out? I'm sure going to try. There are going to be a lot of Chargers videos on the way, as I don't want it to run too far into Madden 18 if it does. I know I didn't last year, but we're going to have the 5th season of the Chargers series, and we'll see how it goes, but I plan to pump those videos out pretty quick. I see we only have like a month and a half till the game is out, so there'll be plenty of content in that series. I want to get on to the new game soon. Lawrence Timmons. If we need to, we can always make that signing. Not sure what we're going to do at safety, to be honest. I think we just have to get closer to the draft and eventually attack it. Or, how about this? We could trade one of our receivers like Josh Gordon, perhaps, and try getting a safety or something. We have a couple good receivers. We have Ebron. Maybe we could do a trade. I'll have to see what is available. Who needs receivers, where the opportunities are. And in that case, I might need a 3rd receiver to draft. Outside of our top 3, we don't have a lot of depth. So, just to entertain the idea of trading like Josh Gordon. Just want to see what is available. Alright, I still have interest in Delvin Tyler. What was the 40? 4.37 with B+ catching traffic, B+ catching. This is the kind of player that the game doesn't say is good, but you know he's going to be good. He's going to have like 95, 96 speed with good hands and catching traffic at 6'2". Won't run a route, but you can run in a straight line. You're fine. I like Delvin Tyler. Let's remember that one. Might be able to steal him late. 6'5" here, B+ catch. All right. B+ catching all over the place. Ooh, I found a steal late. Sherrod Ford 443. Hands, routes, release, agility. Grand Valley State, stand up. Home of Charles Johnson. That's going to be fun. We have a really good combine grade here for a D tackle. Oh, do I have enough to spend right now? Let me go to the trade center here. I want to see the trade block. Got to get pass rusher or safety. Yeah, I actually agree with the team needs. Willie Young. Adolphus Washington. They're never going to have the best available. I like Justin Simmons, though. 88 speed, 75 zone. I kind of need a little bit better, I think. Darian Thompson. Nice speed there. I don't have to make the trade right now either. I can always try to look through that later. I will look for some kickers. I did find one already. He's on the board. Free agent kicker. I could do that. They're not going to be in high demand, so I can probably even wait. But I'd rather not have to spend a pick on a kicker, that's for sure. Prater is still available. And I guess that, you know, he's good. Can you put kickers on the practice squad? Just so I can be like, yeah, next year he's going to be bad. I want a new kicker for next season. Can you put a kicker there? Never tried. Preston Smith is on the trade block? Oh. If I miss Preston Smith, then I have to not miss Preston Smith. We got Adrian Peterson and Matt Prater. Okay. We have Adrian Peterson. Get ready, everybody. For 1 year. AP's gonna be a lion. If I want to put Peterson in the thumbnail, I'm just trying to get a closer shot. Does it work? Can you get any closer in this game? I forget. I don't think so. We good. Yes, they can? Okay. Okay, perfect. Wow, a lot of running backs, I know. How do things currently look here? DJ Weston. Good finesse moves. Let me upgrade him, see what we ends up at. 72 overall right now. I have DeMontre Moore coming off a good season. On the other side, though, nothing. Asher Horton. He might have to go to just pass rusher this year. We might have to play him there. Get him up to 76 overall, and he still has 82 finesse. He could play pass rusher, though, so that would be nice. Still have to figure out our situation at linebacker, true linebacker. I want to see more Antoine Williams here. I like these skills. He might play. He might start. Like our corners, but they got to have some help behind them. Maybe Miles Killebrew can play. Killebrew might play this year at strong safety. But at free, we still have Darrington Burnett. We could go super young there. Heston McFadden. They both have mid-80 speed and high and low 80 zone coverage, so that is okay. Trade offers for Amir Abdullah. The Vikings want to give up a 3rd round pick. We trade him in the division. I'm cool with that. So we trade Amir Abdullah. Get a 3rd round pick from Minnesota. You don't normally trade in division, but we make an exception here. We got Adrian Peterson. They get Amir Abdullah. Let's scout the last players we can. I want to finish off anybody who hasn't been fully scouted on the watch list. So maybe safety isn't as bad as I thought. Still gonna scout some linebackers. Need options. I pretty much have the entire 1st round watched. Somehow I ended up with that. At least we don't need offensive linemen right now. I hate having to address that because it's never fun. You have to basically overdraft and overpay to get offensive linemen in this game that are good. Look at this, 6.1. Which one's better? I like Beckett. Only 10 points left. Can't really do a ton there. We'll spend them here on Phillip. All right. So we finished scouting. And we still have some needs as we will head on to our draft. Lions rebuild 2. How do you determine which team to use for your main franchise? Look at a lot of different things. I like to see, what players do I get to use to start out with, because I'll be building around those players. I want fun players to use and whatnot. I also look at what help do they need and where do they need their help. And I also have to look at what have I been doing in my recent franchises? What have I tried to construct? Now with my Chargers, I have had Keenan Allen to start out with. I had a very good secondary core to start out with, and I had pass rushers. I like to switch it up. Now maybe I want to draft pass rushers next franchise. Maybe I want to go to a different conference. I want a team that has a good combination of needing help, but having players you can have fun with. So let's start the draft. We select at number 17. So before we get too far into this thing, I want to take a look at our board and decide what do I want to do with this first pick. Because Rutherford won't be there. Most of these guys aren't going to be there. Can we address linebacker in the 1st round? Kendall Mincy mid-1st round. That might be possible. Nice combine. Antoine Milne. Another really good option. We just know that Mincy has higher hit power, tackle, and block shedding. But Milne? Obviously, very good player too. But have to go Mincy if we get the choice of the two. There's also Clayton Howard, who had a nice combine. So I would put like Rutherford top of the board, just edge rusher, so vital. But it's pretty thin at pass rusher right now. There is Dimitri McGill, but he's early. Richie Adkins is late, but I don't know his he's a D tackle. Don't know his pass rush. He'd still be solid. At right end, I like Bynes, but he didn't tear up the combine. He's 24. He's not an early first-round prospect. He's late first to me. Matt Humphreys, 6'7", 311, more of a D tackle. Very good option. Didn't love the top safeties. So I think Kendall Mincey is the guy. And if we look at the overall board, just to see his overall value, Mincey is the number 15 prospect, and we pick at 17. So maybe a trade up for Mincey. But we're not going to trade up into the top 5 or anything. Rutherford goes number 1. Muhammad goes number 2. There's Cooper, Jeffers, Couch, McNeil, McGill, Langster. I want to see my picks too, just to refresh on my my trade ammo. First, second, 2 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just a second, third is our bonus. 27 Super Yankees. Mincey ran a 4.79 though. Did he run that slow? He'd have like 70, mid-70s speed with that. I might be able to look past that. 4.57 though, tough to pass up on. 22 years old compared to 23. So I guess there is an argument there for the two. Clayton Howard on a 4.61. And really the only elite pass rusher, edge rusher, is already gone. He went number 1. Unless Jalen Wooten has another high trait. He has 3 B pluses. We don't know. He could have another B plus. His power moves could be a B. I don't know how good Jerron Wooten is, but he could be really good. He's going to be a good run stopper off the bat, for sure. And he's going to have speed. He's a pass rusher, so he should have a high skill. But I don't know what it's going to be. Let's skip the Saints pick. They go Akins. Now I'm interested in that edge rusher, because I think that we just don't know how good of a pass rusher he is. I might have to go Wooten. We know he's going to have good speed, and he can stop the run. So if we end up trying to get Wooten, and then we come back for linebacker later, there's still Clayton Howard. And that is the only way we can get a pass rusher and a good middle linebacker in this class. Although there is Jimmy Weems on the outside here. We got to remember Jimmy Weems in the 3rd round. And this was a late 1st round prospect. Projected was only early 2nd, so we might not have to get too aggressive for him. There goes Bynes. Getting close to our pick, actually. Okay, so we let Mincey go to Pittsburgh. I got off the Mincey train there. I don't want to give up our draft ammo. There are a few players I really want to get. There goes Milne. So the top 2 middle linebackers off the board, 12 and 13. There's Leftwich, Adkins, Glenn, and we are now on the clock. So at 17, there's still the quarterback available. Wow. Really nice combine, too. He was the fastest, jumped the highest. Just a poor quarterback class, I think. Oh, I gotta see what the tight end 40 was too. Abrams 4.82, 4.86, 4.72. No. All right, so we can still get a player like Clayton Howard. We can still get Jerron Wooten. And there is Jimmy Weems. So how long do we mess around here for a player like Wooten? He is the top outside linebacker available right now. He's an early second-round prospect. We can probably trade down and still get him late first without getting too risky. So if we want to trade down from 17, we can trade... No offers for an 18 first. All right. Some want the quarterback. I mean, he is really good. It would help us for after Stafford, but it might hurt us trying to fix our other needs. It might. Jared Peel. He's going to be really good. And then we have options when it comes to Matt Stafford, even trading him potentially. Let's take the quarterback. Jared Peel, 7 in true talent, superstar development, 92 throw power, very good short accuracy. Well, not very good, but very good medium accuracy. Good short accuracy, deep accuracy needs work, and he's fast. All right. Just writing this stuff down. I like to keep track of this. Superstar development. I still want to get Wooten, though. So if I can trade up, we have the extra third-round pick. We might be able to get it done. I don't know where the right spot would be, though. I guess... What was he again? Jerron Wooten was a right outside linebacker, an early second-round prospect. There's still Thurman Clark available. I'm not sure if the computer cares if they're left or right outside. Well, Wooten... The Patriots always take my guy. Always take my guy. I can't stand the Patriots. I've been missing out on my top guy so often on Madden 17. And he went, of course, before he was supposed to. The Patriots always do this. Now everybody's saying that I should trade Stafford to Houston. I could trade Stafford. But come on, who expected him to go there? Patriots always do it. I can't stand New England. Who was it back in the day? Who was the defensive back they took from me? Ralph Hendricks? So, Corin Haggerty, Jeremy Bookman, and now this pass rusher, I forgot his name. Add him to the list of players that I have missed on. And now getting edge rusher is going to be impossible. I still like Howard. He's a late second-round prospect, but he's a late first-round talent. Yep, Haggerty, Bookman, and Wooten. Oh, Aaron Byram, 4-3 run stopper. Probably not going to have great pass rush skills. Nobody I really want to trade up for right now. Givens might have good coverage. We just don't know. Yeah, that was right. I went with Devon Pruitt at safety, I believe it was. Yeah, I could trade Stafford, but now there's not like a first round player I want at the time. At this time. Because we definitely have our quarterback of the future now. Aaron Byram is there. The player I really want next is Clayton Howard. But I'm not sure when the right spot would be. We can get more than one pick for Stafford, though, I think. A first plus some. So I think... let's sim a couple picks. I don't know if I can get past the Falcons right here. What are the Falcons? Do they still have Matt Ryan? Oh, he's 95 overall in this one. So yeah, they do. And then Cam. I'm not sure what Bortles is. We might have been able to trade to Jacksonville. I'm sure that was in the comments. What's Bortles doing? 78 overall. Yeah. So as long as Clayton Howard doesn't get drafted, we can at least address middle linebacker. There goes Byram. There goes Blake. So now, how was, who needs quarterback? Let me just go to the trade center. Everyone said trade for J.J. Watt. Oh, God. So Denver needs a quarterback. Browns don't? Patriots might. Rams are the soonest that need a quarterback, and they have them. Ravens need a quarterback, actually. Saints. I think I have enough options now. So we just get past this pick. He's still available. And now we can maybe try to trade for this pick. Manual trade with the Ravens. I want your pick. We will give up Stafford. And now we already have a backup quarterback in Garoppolo. And then I have to ask for more than a first because I actually want to see the interest. If we could get C.J. Mosley, that'd be incredible. I don't think it'll work, so I'm going to offer it. Alright, there's no way they accept this. But I gotta see. Do you have... how much interest do you exactly have, then? They won't swap for Mosley and that. I'm trying to really gauge how much interest they have. If I throw in their second round pick. No. I'm not sure the first would get it done, honestly. I don't want to have to give up Stafford and our pick to do this. I know I can get something for Stafford. What if I just offer Stafford for Mosley? And then I'll throw in a pick to see how interested they are. I don't think they'll do this straight up. Zach Orwig be a good player? 83 hit power, 82 speed. Nice coverage, high motor. Yeah, he's the kind of player I want. So that would help us take care of that linebacker spot at least. But I don't think they'll make this trade. Not even close. Wow. I don't know if teams perceive Stafford as valuable as we think. I may have to just go and try the Rams and just do this over again. They don't need middle linebacker, apparently, so they shouldn't be taking one. They take a safety. So the Rams are on the clock, and we're going to try to make another deal. Yeah, we're not getting Aaron Donald for him, by the way. You probably could get Robert Quinn from them, who comes with a pretty hefty contract at 28. It's only for 2 years, though. Really just want your picks. For a first. All right, we have swapped Stafford for a first-round pick. Matt Stafford for the Rams' first-round pick. So now we pick at 30. We can take Clayton Howard, who's a late first-round talent. With quick development, took him right at his preferred draft spot. 81 block shedding, 85 speed, 88 hit power with pass rush ability. And he can cover. Okay. Okay. He's a step below Jeffrey Bookman. That's pretty good. And he has, what, quick development? Yeah, I'm not sure we could have really gotten more in the trade, though, because you saw how much value I had to take off with the second-round pick. I wasn't going to get a third-round pick in the first. So what do you want me to do there? Is a fourth-round pick that meaningful to you? That's probably not going to work either. But look at the pick I made. What's the zone your face is guarding it? Oh, it was, I think it was like 70 or 70-something. I'll have to show it at the end. I forget that I'm covering part of the screen. Now I'm getting some W's in the comments. At least I can get that right now. So we got a quarterback and a linebacker so far. We have not gotten edge rusher. I struck out there. I got to remember to make these trades earlier. Think about them earlier for the impact players. Because it just keeps costing me. And now at 49, we pick again 3 top 50 picks. We can make Josh Gordon expendable, but there are still later receivers I liked a lot more. Demetrius Winey, only 4.71. That's a no-go. Emmanuel Hurd. He has good coverage. No clue when it comes to pass rush, but he is a 3-4 pass rusher. That's a pretty good corner prospect right there. Eugene Rushing. But not a need for us at the moment. Jimmy Weems. I still want Jimmy. But we're in the second round. We still have 2 3s. Might be able to trade down right here. We could trade down to 59 and grab a 4. Or 58 and grab a 4. That would only be less than 10 slots. Okay, I like that. Carolina will also throw in a future 7. So sorry, Atlanta. Don't take my guys, though. So Panthers trade up to take Drayton. There goes Hurd. Panthers traded up again. And now we're on the clock at 59. Two, 3, 3, 4, 4. Cool. We're not going to pick now for a little bit. Late third rounder, and that's his talent, so I'm not going to overdraft him right here. We have B- finesse moves here. Halapin, speed rusher. He has speed and good finesse moves. He's 24 though, so will he develop? That's my question. He's the only second round prospect that's even available right now. Trade for Preston Smith with this pick. I like Preston Smith. I'd like to at least see his ratings at the moment. That's a player I wish I had for sure. Oops, need players. What do they have him listed at? Where is he? He must not be on Washington anymore. Where is he now? Someone tell me, please. Should have traded for Sua Cravens. Although in a 3-4 you need to. I could take Hambrick, but Preston Smith, I gotta. Was he on the Ravens? Did I just miss him there? So Darius Smith. Now everybody likes Hambrick. I just want to see the trade block. Must not be available. Or something happened. Probably already got traded. Does the CPU do that in this? They must. But we can still get an edge rusher. A player I was overlooking for a while. Only had that B-, but that's still going to be low 80s. Oh, Hambrick was the player that you guys liked. Okay. 4.63 speed. Halapin was the one that caught my attention at pass rusher. Hambrick would at least give us some future there in the secondary. He's only 21 years old. So Hambrick is a third-round prospect, late second-round talent, and Halapin is late second, late second. I'm going for the pass rusher. Halapin, 65th in value, 81 finesse, 76 power, 87 speed. So he'll be a complete pass rusher. 78 strength, 77 tackle. Pass rusher is just more valuable. 83 hit power. I like it. What was he, normal? I think most wanted to see me take the safety, but the pass rusher is so much more valuable. A lot of L's in the comments right now. And if I still wanted to grab the safety, as we have 2 3s and 2 4s, I wanted to make sure I got one of the receivers I liked. I just want to know who they were again. I definitely want Sherrod Fort. He's way later, though. And then Delvin Tyler is earlier. He's a 4th-round prospect, undrafted talent. So in the 3rd, there's not much else I want to do. Hambrick would still be a good player to trade up for. Eugene Rushing also. Mid-second round talent. He'd be a steal. Jimmy Weems is still available. And he is a late 3rd. Eugene Rushing. Jimmy Weems. Okay. Hambrick isn't that fast. He's going to be a good run stopper. He has good coverage, but how much speed does he have to use that coverage? That's my question. Hambrick goes to the Ravens, as I do not trade up for him. So we'll see how good he is. I'm staying where we're at right now. Jay Janis, of course. There goes Rushing. So he goes to Miami. A lot of my favorite guys are going off the board, but that's okay. Didn't need a 4th corner right now. No. No. How far were we from our pick? Unreal. Why is it my favorite players always get taken before us? How far are we from our selection? Just a few picks. The Steelers took Weems. Oh, great. I mean, I still love the players that we're getting. We've gotten 3 really good players so far. But Weems is gone. I didn't think we have to trade up for him. I didn't think they'd all be gone by this point. Oh, man. Undrafted talent, gotta trust that. The watch list right now stinks. Hushmanzada didn't run very fast. There's still AJ Anderson. I'm not sure how good he's going to be. Dosha Bledsoe. All right, so the watch list right now is just really not inspiring. If I miss out on Fort, I'm going to be very angry. How many even green values are left? LaMarcus Meredith. I'm not drafting tight end. Hushmanzada. Carson Hillman. Okay, I'd be interested in Carson Hillman still. Or Kaysen Hillman. Fort, and a few later ones. So I don't even want this 3rd round pick, to be honest. Yeah, it could have been a lot better. I might just want to get some future picks because these aren't going to do me any good. We can get a future 2 and a 4 from our rivals. I just think the Bears will be bad next year, so I'll take their future 2 and 4. I don't want this pick. They trade up and they take a running back. Now we're on the clock again. And I want to at least see the gap between our picks right now. So 2-4 still. 17 and 27. Hurricane, where is the snacks? I have no snacks tonight. I'm all right. I don't need any snacks. I'm getting hungry for a meal, though. That's for sure. Ooh, a 7.2. I wasn't really scouting the running backs much. So there is Delvin Tyler if I want the 4.37 speedster. Reach on Fort just to get him. That I don't think would be necessary. He is so far down the board. It would be interesting, though, if you had like a 32 user draft, because then you'd really have to wonder the values on certain guys. And you could easily have like 5th round guys go in the 2nd, because if 10 people know a guy's really good, he's not going to be around later. That would be an interesting dynamic. And how bad could he be with B- power? I may just have to take a receiver right now. Delvin Tyler ran a 4.37. We know he's going to have good hands. So right there, it's like, how bad could he honestly be? Route running's cheap. But I don't need to take him right now. If I can trade, that might be cool. I like to trade down. Not completely out. So I still want 2018 picks. A 3 and a future 5. A 3 and a future 5. 3 and a 7. We're at 85. The Bears really at 92 trying to give up all these picks? Yeah. It's not worth a 7 though. I thought there was a future pick in there. Yeah, I'll just take the wide receiver. Let's take Delvin Tyler here. Says we reach, but he's got 92 speed, 87 catching, 88 jumping, 88 catching traffic. We raised the route running a bit, raised the awareness, 2 cheap traits, and we are set. He'll be really good. He's got drop passes, though. We got to fix that. So yeah, it's a reach, but is it really? After a couple of years, maybe not even that long, he's going to be really good. Should be fun to go through some games, though, this coming season and see how this team does. I'm excited. Hopefully we can get some revenge against Janice. All the L's after telling me so many said to draft Tyler. Well, I know a lot of you wanted to take me to take Fort right now, but that wouldn't have been the right idea quite yet. He's going to be really good, and it's not going to take much XP to make that happen. Fourth round. If we go to wide receivers, Fort, still a 14th best receiver available. He'll probably be there for a while. Of course, I've said that before. Tonight. Fort will be way better, but we can get him way later. Lawrence Hushmanzada. I just worry about the speed is all. And he's already 24. Kason Hillman is 23 and he's faster. I like him a lot more. Yeah, I think I know what I want to do here. We're going to take Kason Hillman right now. 71 overall. Good pick. 87 speed, actually. 77 zone coverage. 75 tackling. 85 hit power. Okay. Solid pick right there. And now let's continue. If I see Fort's name come up, I'm going to lose it. There goes Hushmanzada. And then A.J. Anderson seems very interesting. 3-4 linebacker. A lot more L's than I expected, even though that was a good safety. Only linebacker I like left is A.J. Anderson. So we're going to take him now. 66 in true talent. I wanted to get a couple linebackers in this draft, and I have. Not the guys I wanted necessarily, but still getting good picks. And now going on to the 5th round. We do have some safeties similar to him, but I think that he'll develop better than them. Plus, there was nothing else to do with that spot. I mean, we could have traded down more, but the talent was intriguing enough. And now in the 5th round, pick 17. Tenth best available, but we're not going to mess around here. Sherrod Fort, going to be really good. I can't wait to see his development. Normal, excellent pick. He's the 17th best player in the draft. There we go. Sherrod Fort. 78 overall. Normal dev, but he's already so good. Who cares? 85 route running. 86 catching. Oh, man, a steal right here. 85 release. He is so good. I didn't think he'd be that good, though. Can we get some likes here for Sherrod Fort? Can we get past 300? If I had to pick between one of the two receivers, I obviously would have taken Fort, but I knew I could get both, so I got both. Build that fort. We finally got a fort on the stream. It finally happened. Steal of the draft right there. Alright, let's sim to our next pick. 6th round now. How many picks left? Just 2? Yeah. Alright, so the watch list. How's that look? Beckett here might be good. Or might be a good pick here. C+ power moves. Lamont Lett. He's only 21 years old. I'll move him to D tackle. 68 overall. Not bad. Not bad right there. At least this is ending up to be pretty well. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I like Lett's skills here at defensive tackle. That's going to be nice. And our final selection. Could just go roll the dice on a wide receiver. Always way too many available, but no. We already have enough. Way more than enough. Rashad Finney. No, not drafting a run stopper. Rashad Finney. Nope. We could just take the kicker. (4-4-2) is nice. A lot of people saying Kuntz. I forget, what position did Kuntz play? Many want to see me take the kicker. I think we just take the kicker. Wade Rasmussen. 80. Ooh. That's an L. That's an L. Well, you could probably upgrade the kick power. It's not like strength or speed that's tough to upgrade. Maybe that's okay. He's 77th in true talent, though. Wade Rasmussen, the kicker, rounds out our class. I gotta see the players we missed on, though. It wasn't pretty. Let me save here. Lions rebuild 2. That 7th round superstar. Strong safety to be a superstar. Do we know what team you went to? But that's our class. We got good players. It just could have been even better, is all. But we got to go through and figure out where all these other really good players went. There were a lot that I forgot to write down. All right, so Jerron Wooten, first off. He has 82 finesse, 82 power. We were going to trade up for him. Missed out on the pass rusher. Really good pick here for the Patriots. Raiders did almost nothing. I think the Ravens took J.C. Hambrick, who has 85 speed, 83 zone coverage, 87 hit power. Normal dev. I gotta check the Steelers, of course. Because they took Jimmy Weems, 82 speed. Can't rush the passer, but has good block shedding. and good coverage. And he's clutch with a high motor. I wanted Jimmy Williams really bad. How about Lawrence Hushmanzada, 85 speed? Yeah, he's alright. You can find other safeties like that. Anybody else that we had to check on? McGill. Yep, he was good as we knew. Oh, the Colts' #1 pick. They took a 77 overall who has really good ratings. Something's holding him back, though. It must be awareness. Awareness is 65. I mean, looks pretty good to me. 77 strength. Has all those traits. Surprised the overall isn't a little bit higher. Mincy? I forget, where did Mincy go? Can't remember all of them here. Where is Mincy? Steeler? We missed out. Oh, yeah, Kendall Mincy. 79 speed, 90 tackle, 88 block shedding, 87 pursuit, 93 hit power. That's the highest hit power I've seen for a prospect. So just pure run stopping with 84 strength. Man. Yep, he's an old school linebacker. The late strong safety. Yeah, I got to figure out where on earth he went. I also wanted to check on the other middle linebacker that I missed on, Milne or Milne. How many picks you need? But yeah, I liked this overall class. It could have been a lot better, but things don't always fall the way that you hope they do. And then I missed out on a lot of trade opportunities. I want to get better at those trades because that's where I'm missing the most value. Some of these teams are really racking up the picks. Here is Kier Kuntz. 90 speed, normal development, 76 coverage. That's a nice safety right there. That would have been a nice one to get. For sure. So missed their 92 hit power with 90 speed. That would have been awesome. At 21 years old. A lot of ways this could have been better. We took Lamar, I can't even read my writing. Lamar Lett instead of him. Would have liked to get that safety for sure. Alrighty, so I still like the team we ended up with. I'll have to reorganize a few things on here, but... Oops. At least we were able to get a quarterback for the future. I thought he'd go a lot earlier, just because someone would need a quarterback, but it didn't happen that way. So Jared Peel's the guy. We have Garoppolo behind him. Pick up Adrian Peterson. We got some serious skill at receiver. And now we might end up trading Golden Tate or Josh Gordon. Tate's already 30 years old. Still has, you know, regression won't hit him super hard because he's already pretty good, but his speed's going to drop, sadly. Gordon, not quite into regression zone yet, so I have to make a decision on receivers, but we have Sherrod Ford, so we'll have a receiver ready to be on the rise. Milne went to the Raiders. Okay, let me check that quick. Antoine Milne, 88 speed. Oh my goodness, these linebackers are so good. They are so good. 77 coverage, 85 strength, all those traits. Oh man. These linebackers are all so good. I didn't get them. I like the linebacker we got, but man, look what we missed out on. Clayton Howard's good, 85 speed. He's like a step below them all. 85 strength. He can still cover. He has 75 coverage. His injury is a bit lower than most, though. There are some monsters coming out of these draft classes lately. Insane. Just moving players to D tackle and realizing I have a few too many. Yeah, we can cut Cologne here. We have enough competition at D tackle. I can always move some players later. I really want to see Antoine Williams this year. 77 block shed, 74 strength. I might move him to left outside. Even things out a little bit. I still like this roster a lot. Play a 3-4 defense? I mean, I'm not really worried about 4-3-3-4 because you're not in base very often, so I don't really care about 4-3-3-4 anymore. Play it so little. Gatewood has 88, 73. I just want to see the speed. The speeds are all in the same window. Hillman is the strongest with the best coverage and obviously the youngest. Not the best at tackling, however. He has the best pursuit. Hopefully no spins out Hillman coming your way anytime soon. Best jumping, so I still like the pick of him. He is better and younger than the rest. But I think we'll be seeing that we'll have Durenton Burnett at free safety. And that should be pretty interesting. But there could be some spins out Burnett coming your way. Unless I can't spend the XP there right now. I might just have to eat that as a weakness. Yeah, I didn't think I had Will Redmond either. But maybe I'm stuck with him or something. The kicker you took has 79 speed? You're kidding me. He does. Trick kicks coming your way. I gotta see, though, like... First of all, how is he gonna get XP without playing? Kick power 6,200? No. No. That's not gonna work. It is hard to upgrade. I didn't realize that. I thought it was at first, and I'm like, wait a minute. No, it's not. It is. All right. And the spins out Hillman comments are already on the way. Get warmed up for that, everybody. Offense looking nice. Defense looking better. Still got to sort a lot of things out. And we'll worry about that next stream when we go to the preseason. I'm not sure if we'll jump into any preseason games. Did we last time? We might have last time. I think we did. But that is going to do it for this stream, everybody. Next time we'll go through preseason, get into the regular season a bit, and finalize this roster and whatnot. Spend some time with our Lions. That was a fun offseason, though. I think we got some really good players. Could have had some really good players, but I'll settle for what we got. We got quarterback figured out, got a linebacker, got a pass rusher, got a really nice receiver as a steal. Still could have been better, so we'll try to hopefully maximize potential next time. That is going to do it for now, everybody. We'll go see undrafted players and other free agents in the next stream. So we still have someone to look forward to. That'll do it for this stream. Hope you guys had a good time. I did. Really enjoying this series. It's turned out to be a good time. It's a fun, chill series, especially when we get to the games. That's when we can really chill and just see how things happen, see if players mess up or make plays. That'll do it for today, everybody. Thanks again for coming. Please leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. You can check out my second channel at MrHurriicane LP. Follow me on Twitter at MrHurriicane. And I'll see you all next time. We'll have another stream here before next weekend. I'm gonna be pretty busy this coming weekend, so I'm gonna want to get another stream out before then, and hopefully get you guys enough content that there isn't a big break anywhere. So I'll see you next time.